Okay folks, here's the example that I run the file reader, try to read the content of a file. And if we have a file which is for example in this example right here, my file content is line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 10, and we don't have any control over number of the line that we have in a file. So when we try to read this file, we have to consider two concepts. One, we have to look at for end of the file, which is after the line 10 right here. We have to watch for right here. Let me highlight it. Then we have to look at, for example, how many lines we want to read. So when we read line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and so on. The way the file system is working, it has a pointer. And when you open a file, what it does is really looking into the first line. When I'm going to say file reader, set up the format of it, file reader, and you buffer read file reader, this file reader that we declared in the previous video. Then when I'm going to say input file read line, it's going to read the first line of this file to the buffer. Buffer is memory location, and pointing to the second line. So when you read the first line right here, let's go back to this video, is it better? When you're reading looking for the first line, we reading line and put to a string, you find out is it end of the file, is it in the last line or not yet. It's looking for the last line right here. Let me put it back right here. It's looking for right here. Is it end of the file? If not, and this is the first line that we're reading, then what you're going to do, you're going to read the line, put him in the string str, and then the second line we're asking, okay, go ahead, read the second line. Read the line, put him again in the string. And when you're reading a string, it's backing up and looking that this one still is not null, it is not end of the file right here, then go read the next line. Now, in this video, the second video, the second file, not video, the second program, what we did, we know that we have already a file with the 10 lines. We're reading, putting into the string, and we're expecting our file has a data. If this file was blank and no line, no code in this file, this program causes error, because it'll read the line, put him right here, and go to the counter and looking for garbage. Nothing exists in the file. It is end of the file, the last line of the file, right here, end of the file. By the way, the end of the file is nothing. End of the file is null. That's the reason in this program we're checking for end of the file. See right here, we're going to say if a string is null, not equal to null. If it is null, it is end of the file. So in this example, we do something else. In this example right here, we're going to say counter with adding a counter to our file in contrast to this file. Let me bring it down right here so you can see this. In this one, we have only checking for end of the line. In this one, we're checking for line less than number 3. Currently, we declare integer 0. Integer 0, this integer 0 is currently 0, so when I'm going to get to the loop, I'm going to say is int counter less than 3, yes, currently 0. So display the first line. We hope, and we finger or cross, so we're gonna have a line. If we don't have any line, this program will crash. So let's consider, we know that by the default, we know, yes, we have a file, and the file, it has 10 lines. Let me bring it right here so you can see it better. This file has 10 lines. So we're going to say as long line less number 3, read it. Read display to output, move the file pointer to the next line. System automatically, we're not telling the system to move the file pointer. The program automatically, the file reader, move the pointer down. When you read one line, you go to the next line. When you read the next line, you go to the next line. So what you're going to do, you're going to display the line, then we're going to add the counter to 2, then we read the next line. We can put this counter after or before this str. It doesn't matter. In each location is okay. Let me run this program. This program currently has, we ask me read the first 3 lines. Let's test it. Let me bring this one up so you can see the screen output. Give me a moment. So here you go. I'm going to compile this program. Then I'm going to let me clear a screen. And then I'm going to run it. We ask read the first 3 lines. And it read the first 3 lines. If I clear it up, and I'm going to ask him go to my file reader and read the first 5 lines. I have to bring it down, so read the first 7 lines. I'm sorry. Read the first 7 lines. We said less than 7 because the counter is 0. When it's 0 to 6, it's going to be 7. And now I'm going to compile it. Then I'm going to clear that one and go read it. And you're going to see that it read the first 7 lines of code. Here you go. So again, I'll move this one down. We have 3 components. One of them is our file, the file reader that you're going to check for end of the line. The other one display the number of the line. Well, there are another option. Another option, we can combine this file with this file by doing a trick, by checking that not only check for the end of the file, but also check for end of the line, check for the line number in this file. Okay, folks, this is 2 good examples. By the way, again, I'm going to remind you, this file should be in the same directory as this file, or this file should be in the same directory as this file. You cannot have it in multiple locations. Otherwise, when you have the file reader cannot find this file. Thank you so much.